Hello and welcome, I am Arumba, thank you for joining me. Let's play some more Ideas Guy in EU4. The year is currently 1444, just like it was in the last episode, where we're going to play this Ideas Guy achievement. We're starting over, actually, unfortunately, because apparently I was not able to get the achievement because the game lied and said that a 0-point cost trait actually does cost points. Haha, very funny. So, I've changed things a little bit. We're now Victor Jankowski. We're 666 with the Scholar trait for tech cost reduction. He's 20. We have an heir called the Sacrifice, who is negative 24 points. Yay. We are an Empire. We are also High American because, take a look at this. High American have more pips. Turns out High American just have more pips than just about any other tech group. Even better than Western. Same thing with the Cavalry. They're just better. So why wouldn't we take them? Well, the only drawback to being High American is that we aren't part of the same tech group as the Westerners, so we don't get any neighbor bonuses. But I figure more combat pips is probably more important than tech bonuses. So outside of that, I also slightly changed my ideas. More of a trade focus, a little bit less of the tax focus, because we did end up drawing so much money from trade in this node. And I subbed out Morale of Armies plus 20 for infantry combat ability plus 20, because this has a base cost of 18, while the Morale of Armies has a base cost of 30, and I couldn't really afford to be an Empire and all that other stuff while having Morale of Armies. Plus, I think infantry combat ability is pretty good. So, unfortunately, we have to start fresh. I also got rid of the autonomy change minus 0.1 because it is true that once you get down to 0 autonomy, that doesn't really do anything. So, alright, let's see what happens. How does Lithuania feel about the Livonians? They are friendly. Okay. Who hates me? It would just be Riga. Okay, we rival Riga. We know in this case that taking the mission to try to take Reval off of the Livonians is not going to go well for me. So I think for now we just try to improve relations with Mr. Popeman. We try to get a couple alliances and expand where we can. So last time I had done a squirrely as hell war where I got the Novgorod people to help me out against the Livonians, and there is still a chance. Like we could possibly call him in, but if he gets wrecked by Muscovy again, I don't really want to do all that dancing around like I had to do last time. Let's go ahead and improve relations with, like, all the things, because we can, because Shadow Diplomats are pretty cool, and I like them. So, yeah, we're going to do that, and we're going to spy on some people, and then we're going to focus on admin, and we're probably going to have to go down to, like, no maintenance, because we have no money, and we're probably going to have to protect trade, because we can't afford to go to war with anybody just yet, because we can't. So, rather than steering trade, I think we're probably better off collecting from trade here. We'll take our guy who is in the province or the location of Krakow and collect from trade instead. Makes us a tiny bit of extra money, I think. 0.36 is what we made last month in theory. Still can't do any interactions with the states. I do apologize again that we have to start fresh, but you know what? There's really no point in actually doing the run if we're not going to actually get the achievement, right? Not going to join your trade league. Austria's allied Aragon. Livonians have allied Riga. Doesn't surprise me, honestly. So they've already formed up. Lithuania will accept an alliance with me. We don't have to worry about anyone having a claim on me just yet. The Polish don't really care about us at all. We'll become friendly toward him. Austria's allied Lucca and Savoy. Getting an alliance offer from Lithuania. We'll just accept that on their end. And, who hates the Teutons? Got Poland, Bohemia, and Pomerania. So Poland will be attacking the Teutons soon. We definitely want to get his land if we can. I'm assuming that you start off... he's got actually pretty decent liberty desire already to start with. Wouldn't mind maybe improving relations with him to see if we can support some independence from that soon. Your opinion of me is negative, and I'm allied to your rival of Lithuania. You actually rivaled Lithuania? That's quite comical. I don't think that's an appropriate rival for you. The only person who's rivaled you is Pomerania, which is unfortunate because Pomerania is pretty weak. Interestingly, the Livonians have not picked up an alliance with the Lithuanians yet. They probably are going to, though. Let's give it a month or so before we actually act on anything here. I don't want to accidentally get myself in a position where I, can't really do anything. There it is. That's as expected. They pick up their alliance with Lithuania. Alright, so we could go for our alliance over here with Pomerania. We could try to... Well, we're gonna have to wait and see a little bit. A 156 consort's not too bad. We want to sacrifice our heir. Goodbye, Mr. Airman. Starting the game off with a negative 50 prestige is kind of trash. It's not very good, but hey, you know what? For negative 24 points, we'll take it. We're definitely making more money from trade, or it could be that it was calculating it without having the ideas of our country already applied. So, Ottomans have already declared on Byzantium, and we need a Jagiellonian. So there goes the alliance. There's Poland with our union already, and that means that we need to become friends with Poland like pronto. As soon as you're willing to become my friend, please. I want to be your friend. Can I be your friend? I'm just saying, it'd be nice if I could be your friend. I wish I could rival the Teutons. Can't do that. Do you also hate the Livonians? You don't. It's just the Teutons, huh? Novgorod has instead rivaled the Livonians, which again leaves us in a position now where, if we were to rival them, which we should. Oh god, if we get caught with this Muscovy thing again, I'm gonna be rather upset. I don't want to do the same thing I did last time. That just seemed like too much work. Microing those boats. Actually win that war. Might have to train up another couple troops here. In fact, probably should have started the game off by doing the our manpower reserves need to recover mission. Let's not train any troops at all yet until we can get the Pope to like us enough, and then that way we can hopefully still do those two missions. Get some national tax modifier, get a little bit of our prestige back. We might even at this point be able to get our recover abysmal prestige, which gives you I think admin points or prestige. I don't remember. Stability maybe. So our best chance for an actual alliance. We actually have no allies now, do we? We have no relationships with anybody right now. We could try to pick up an alliance with that guy. We only need one claim on Riga, and then we can stop spying on him. We do take that ally. You don't care about Pomerania, so that doesn't harm us in any way. I could use the royal marriage with you first. Supporting the heir is probably not something we really want to do. Nice thing is we lose no prestige because, or rather no prestige, no legitimacy. I think that's tied to like your relation, your prestige value or something. I don't really know what it is. The Livonians have fabricated on me, which means they could declare tomorrow. They, in addition to the Teutons, they don't desire any of my land. They don't have any favors. But Riga hates me, so he could call this in. Their two navies together could probably beat mine. So I'm actually in some serious danger right now. You want all of that, so we shouldn't really try to fight for Reval. We should probably fabricate on, like, Goldingen instead. Or actually, Livland might not be a bad idea. That doesn't get me down into this zone, though. So I'm going to fabricate here. And I'm going to indicate that I want that land. Need to get this this alliance going here. We might actually have to hire a diplomatic reputation guy. Damn, he's level 2. I can't afford that. All right, I'm gonna try to indicate that I'm threatened if I can. I can't. They're not my rivals. All right, you hate Denmark. Denmark's attitude toward me is hostile. I am threatened by Denmark. Like me, please. I am threatened by Denmark. Yes, Kingdom of Might is threatened by Denmark. That was probably already there, wasn't it? I don't know. I do not know. We still know he's probably going to get killed by Muscovy. And then maybe someday become my vassal. Who knows? Just have to survive the early game. And this time, we're not going to make our guy into a general under any circumstance. So, it's totally going to work out for us. Don't worry. Poland's already declared war on the Teutons. Interesting. Alright, that's actually potentially opportunistic. Like, an opportunity could be here for us. If any of these guys will not honor their calls. Poland wants everything. Of course, since he's got the Union, he's all about war. But the more he expands into the coast, as we know, the less land there will be available for me. Need a little tiny bit more improved relation here. I would really like to also satisfy this mission before we actually get involved with or join any wars. So, if I'm your ally, and I indicate you want this land, if I indicate that I want that land, you might still call me in after the fact, as long as I don't conflict with what you say you want. That's also, again, assuming we can actually get the alliance. So here's the royal marriage. Actual alliance is something he... Oh, that's not good. Yeah, no, that one's gonna have to die too, I think. We might have to kill that one. Yeah, there's something wrong with that baby. I think we need to get rid of that one. Can we throw him off a bridge or something? Your prestige needs to be positive. Rats. Well, I'm gonna work towards getting my prestige positive so I can murder that baby. I'm totally willing to join your offensive wars, sir. He may not wish to call me in because he doesn't have any favors, doesn't need my help, and doesn't want to do a promise of territory because that would mean that he'd have to spend some war score on my side of the peace deal. Not that I can really offer much, but that's probably why he's not willing to do it. Would be my guess. Times of need. We can ask for some prestige, diplomatic, administrative, or money. I mean, if we could get some admin and knock out our first ideas a little bit quicker, that'd be great. Helping hand. Nice. Well, we're going to do things a little bit different this time around. We're not going to be doing any development until we get to tech. Until 1550, so that we don't waste the points in the Renaissance. We're going to try to not die. Would be nice if we could stay alive. Emperor Victor Jankowski. Sounds like a proper Pole, doesn't he? We hope that he lives a long life. We'll see. You get 12 reasons for anything with you. You're not willing to accept a marriage. Denmark, I'm sure, is still hostile. We could improve relations with Denmark to try to make him less interested in doing stuff with me. We have 30 spy network strength on you again. Stuff's going on with Tunis and things. Still just allied with Ryazan. Already defending against the Great Horde. Great Horde attacked Ryazan. Muscovy's not involved. Muscovy's just waiting for Novgorod to get weak and then he'll kill him. Most likely. So, let's see. If, from my perspective... What if I were to attack Livonians right now? I'm sure it's so early in the war. Ah, look at that. The Teutons are about to say no. We're waiting for, like, a short-term stack wipe. Like, if the Livonians get stack wiped... and the Teutons decline the call, and it's just Riga, I might be able to beat him. Possibly. We're also waiting to see if, hopefully, this mission will get done. It's not going to take too much longer. Looks like we're going up about 2 per month now, so 3 more months we'll have this mission complete. They are scurrying around a bit. No one's really doing any sieging, they're just wandering about. Alright, next mission. We have Conquer the White Skin, Goldingen. Interesting. We get prestige, local development cost, and missionary strength. That's an interesting mission. We must bring civilization, or we could save the barbarians and get an extra claim. Extra claim is probably better, not to mention its higher development. And the reward, efficient integration, I think is better than this local development cost. What is the religion here? I'm Catholic, he's Catholic. Why do I care about the missionary strength? That's weird. Huh. Anyway, so we want to spend all of our money. You know what that mission's probably tied to is the fact that they're part of a different technology group. Anyway, our manpower reserves need to recover. They are too low. Ta-da! Our manpower has recovered. Next. We need a new mission. We should accumulate some money. That would be a good idea. Let's get some money. Next. Alright, what else can we do? We need... Can we save the Estonian people in Reval? Is that something we could do? If we were to declare war on him, the Teutons would already say no. The Livonian Order currently have 4,000 troops. Riga, we can't attack directly because that would be suicide. Riga currently has 6,000 troops. Now that we've done those missions, now is the time to definitely train up to our force limit. Our force limit is currently 6 and could be 7 with 2 more development, but we would like, ideally, to not do that development until 1550. But if I have to, I will just do 2 clicks of development to get our force limit up a little tiny bit. Also, again, measuring these units, right? I'm gonna pull this up on another screen, but comparing our infantry right now, we on Tech 3, if we look here, we can see we have 1, 2, 3, 4 pips. And if we look at the actual infantry for the Westerners, they only have 2 pips right now. EU4 pips. For land units, unit groups, infantry, Western. So they have 1 offensive shock, 1 offensive morale, or they have 1 offensive morale, 1 defensive morale. That's it, just 2 pips. And we, on the other hand, have 4. So our units are far superior. As far as the cavalry goes, their cavalry have, again, they have 3 pips, while our cavalry have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 pips. Like, our cavalry are way better. So if we could get another cav out as well, that 7th unit, our army would be surprisingly strong for this time of the game. So I'm really tempted to do this little bit of development. We have grain here. It's not particularly good, but if we had to do development, it would probably need to be dip. Just going to do an administrative ID group. A little bit of manpower would also be quite nice. I'm going to say we're going to take 2 clicks of dip, then we're going to queue up another horse, take us up to 7 force limit, and then we're going to do it. We're going to kill all the people with our fantastic units. Protect against Riga, have 6 troops. Sounds like a great mission. If that's the case, let's cancel that last unit, because the queue time will be less. We can actually train him faster. The reward is land maintenance, or land recruitment time. We can train that cavalry a little bit quicker. Muscovy's declared Novgorod. It's a good thing we didn't ally him. Let me guess, Novgorod wants troops. Yeah, we're not playing that game this time, Muscovy. It's not gonna happen. So 40 days till our mission's done. Serbia's giving land to Ottomans. Ottomans never needs to know, seems to know how to expand properly these days. Increase over time scholar, sounds good. Unfortunately, like I mentioned, we don't get the tech group advantage. Someone else probably already has it. Would not be surprised to see if somebody already has admin tech. No, actually no one does. So yeah, there's no one to even give us a tech bonus anyway, and we're not giving it away to them either, because we're not in their tech group, so no neighbor bonus. Haha. Sneaky, sneaky. Alright, 19 days to go. Do this, Leroy. Alright, and 5 days, and there we should have protected against Riga. And we are going to now take the mission to protect the Estonian people in Reval. Probably. Depending on how long it takes to build this cav. 75 days. Let's wait a couple more months. We'll actually have him available. We get military access to Lithuania, then we'll have access to both sides, which means that they can't blockade the strait, as far as I know. However, apparently... Occupied by Lithuania. Yeah, no, Lithuania is friendly. Let's ask them for access. We are allied to Poland right now, but he's not calling us in. That's fine. I don't believe... Well, it's possible we would get blocked. I don't know. I don't remember. I don't want to get black flag down there. It'd be rather silly. Of course, he's going to have his forts on. The best location for us to go is probably going to have to be Reval. We're just going to have to go up there and siege that down. We want to occupy some of the easier provinces first, though, if we can. I won't be able to train 9 troops to knock out Riga. Beating Riga on my own is probably going to just come down to a blockade plus occupied and besieged provinces on his capital to knock him out of the war. I don't think we can actually beat him in this war. He'd be a secondary participant in the war anyway, and I can't afford, I think, to go up to 9 troops to be able to maintain that siege. We'd have to get insanely lucky. Not to mention, we don't even have a general, so there's always that. Now, the final claim that we could potentially get against the Livonians would cost us 20, 25, 30. I don't think we have time to wait for that. So let's take this mission for Reval. Let's consider attacking again. Riga is at 70 reasons. It'd be great, maybe, if Riga could just not honor the call as well. I'm so tempted. I really am. I'm so tempted, but I'm not going to do it. We're going to hire a general. We need a general. We have to have a general. We can't not have a general. Or can we? If we don't take a general, we could just have military tech 4. Would you rather have a tech 4 or a general? This is a guarantee, and we'll have it in July of next year. It's a long ways away. Let's check the army strength one more time. Livonian Order still has, they have 6k troops, and Riga currently has at least 6. So they haven't actually fought yet. I think we just sit and we wait for a second. We're losing a little bit of money while we maintain this. Let's go down to like 60% maintenance. And we're just still waiting to see if one of these guys is going to come up here and smash that guy. A little bit of luck involved here in the beginning of the campaign. The Teutons are up there behind the fort. I'll go ahead and grab, protecting trade's not really doing that much. Also, speaking of trade, I think we should probably be... Yeah, no, I'm happy with what they're doing. It's like 4 trade power. I would rather have Scout. I'd rather have eyes on his provinces right now. And keep the whole navy together for safety. So Riga's just sort of sitting there. He's got bold fighter, yet he has no leader appointed. I think we could probably stack wipe him if we engaged him in flat terrain, if he didn't have a leader. Come on up here. Don't you dare do that thing where you just piece him out and you don't actually beat up his allies. You gotta be greedy, Poland. Go after him. Go knock down his armies. Try to go for a separate peace, buddy. I know you want to. Okay, that looks like the Teutons getting wrecked. We don't care about that. And there in there is the Livonian Order's army. Will arrive in the battle on the 17th, so 9 days away. Riga is just sitting there. Let's suppose for a second that you get rounded. You're going to retreat up to here. Zone of control is going to restrict me, unless I had military access through you. In which case we could transport, but we only have a couple transports. There's an exploitative type thing we might be able to take advantage of. I'm going to send a single transport up to here. We're going to ask for access now through Novgorod. We want these guys to reinforce. We don't want them to cancel their movement. He did reroute. Damn. Alliance offer from Novgorod. Yeah, that's going to be a no. I'm going to take an alliance offer from you while you're fighting Muscovy. That's crazy talk. Were you crazy? That's crazy talk. Pleasantries were exchanged with Lithuania. Alright, fair enough. That Rigan army just sitting there makes me nervous. Especially with the Lithuanian army and a 2-3-2 general. Battlefield medic. Yes, that's what we want. Snack wipe it. No, don't lose Poland. Well, I mean, I guess it's okay. Oh, it's the other way around. Good, he did win. Byzantium lost. Riga's not a very useful ally, is he? Is he, like, not in this war or something? He's not. Ah, okay. How is that possible? He's allied to the Livonians. Ah, that's right. It was a declaration on the Teutons, not on the Livonians. Gotcha. That explains why he has no general. And it also explains why Riga's totally willing to just join the war. So it's just the Livonian Order whose army I want to see stack wiped. It could work, but I'm not sure. We need to have a good general. Possible advisors for a small amount of money. Nobility lose influence. Or we could have them lose influence, or we could have them just lose loyalty. I think we just have them lose the loyalty for the moment. I don't really care too much about that just yet. Okay, well, I'm really hoping that we can make something happen out of this. I'm a little concerned that he's just going to take a separate piece, or like take the peace deal now, and we're going to be stuck without the ability to expand. We're not going to earn favors very quickly. One every 4 years at our current rate. This guy's doing a little dance. The final claim that we can actually even get on him. We'll keep spying on him just to make our sieges a little bit quicker. Alright, well, we're back into it. I mean, we're playing. We're going to do this. We're going to get this achievement. We'll see what happens. I got to take a break here, though. As always, thank you for watching. I'll see you again in the next episode. See you soon.